I'm gonna get a lot deeper in this video. I'm gonna give you a lot more about my life than I've given thus far. I understand the balance between social media and your personal life, that you've kind of gotta, you gotta toe that line with it. You don't want to give too much, right? But I feel like today I really want to tell you more about my life and give you sort of an idea as to why I might think like I do, or why I might move like I move, right? So my parents are foster carers. So ever since I was young, we always had, young kids, damaged kids coming into the house so they could look after them and try and put them back on a path for the first time where they could actually believe in themselves and actually do something with their life. Because a lot of the time, the state that they would arrive to us in, listen, these kids were raised by crackheads, heroin addicts, not everybody, but it's foster care. These are kids that have been taken from their parents because their parents are on some kind of fuck shit, right? Might be kids who came after tragedy, maybe they lost both their parents. I'm from a biracial family, right? My father is black Jamaican, my mother is white Welsh, right? So we'd have little kids coming from, a lot of the kids would come from more the rural type areas where you don't really see a lot of black people. All you see is white people, right? So you'd have these little kids come into the house and they say, I'm not staying in the house with all these niggas and shit. And we'd be like, whoa, oh shit, what a bad start, right? And some of these kids would, some of them were taking shits in the bath and shit. Some fucked up behavior, right? Some of these kids were like animals. These are kids that have been roaming around the streets in their nappies with no shoes on, and their parents haven't give a shit. They've been passed out in their front room with a needle in their arm, which is one of the reasons why I will not take any excuse or my hard life from anybody. I've seen the bottom. I've seen the results of the bottom. I've seen kids whose parents have died in their living room with a heroin needle in their arm. So I don't take none of these excuses from people. That's number one as to why I might be who I am. Two, I had to analyze these kids even from a young age. When I was 6, well, probably since even younger than that, I had to analyze people. I had to analyze these kids instead of thinking, yo, who's this little motherfucker calling my mother a cunt? I have to think, no, why is he calling her that? Right? I have to analyze why is it, why? Because obviously your instinct, if someone's calling your mother something, or your father something, or your sister something, first instinct is just bam, you know what I mean? Fuck the shit, even though some of them were similar ages. So, I was in that bracket where I could have just started beating the shit out of them, you know what I mean? But I gotta ask myself why are they saying that? Where is that coming from? And understand that, these kids have been in a non-traditional path and have non-traditional thinking and are, a shadow of the person they can be. And they always did a great job, man. Some of these kids were so fucked up when they came, but by the time they left, they were, at least showed signs of being able to interact with people, to be able to go to school, to be able to achieve things. Some of these kids have achieved great things in their life, and some of them are even adults now. Obviously, some were just too far gone. Well, you're never too far gone, but some of them we couldn't reach in time before they went out to the world, and then, they then became their parents, heroin addicts, junkies, in and out of prison and shit like that. Stuff like that can't be helped unless the person themselves works to change, right? And that's really the point I want to make in this video is I've seen some shit. I've seen some kids in far worse positions than you have been, trust me. And I can't speak about everybody because I don't know everybody's past, but I'm pretty sure, 99.9% of people watching this video didn't have to make their own breakfast while their mum and dad were tripping in the front room with a crack pipe and a heroin needle. You know what I'm saying? To understand that as bad as you think your life is, people have got it worse. So don't take that shit for granted. Don't be lazy. Don't fall back into yourself and be like, life is so hard. Bruh, it could be harder, trust me. And just the transformations these kids have made, like I said, coming from absolute bottom to be able to function in society, to be able to achieve things with their life. I think that that's a testament to everybody. No matter what situation you are in, no matter what situation you have come from, you can do something with your life. It's just literally you've got to work at it. You've got to take the risk. You've got to take the sacrifices. You've got to do whatever it takes to get out of this situation. It's too easy just to switch off and let life happen and just blame the past for why your future's not going to be shit. But you're right here, right now, and you can do something about your future. It is your bad, no matter what anybody else has done to you or whatever situation you've come from that somebody else caused. It is your bad if you don't do something today that makes tomorrow better. If you don't let go all the bullshit that's happened in the past and move on to a better future, it's your bad. There's only so much other people can do for you before you're a lost cause and all that energy they give you is for nothing. When people realize the energy they give you is for nothing, it's lost. You've got to make the conscious decision. You've got to make the changes in your life. You've got to take the steps. You've got to take yourself forward. Trust me, you think it's bad, but it could be worse, and it has been worse, and other people have no choice. It is bad, and that's that. Some of these kids are so fucking far gone that they don't even resemble humans anymore. So you want to thank your lucky stars that is not you. You want to thank your lucky stars that you are able to do some shit. Because like I say, not everybody can. But yeah, I hope you can take something from this story. I hope you understand a little bit more why I might be like I am. And I hope you understand why you might be able to do something with your life regardless of what has happened to you in your past. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't get mad, get motivated. Let's go.